Everyone, back with what might be our final little mini haul video from our huge mega haul. These are pieces that I picked out that were actually in all the bags where those silver and gold chains from. These are little highlights that I found in there and picked them out to show you, and this is probably the last jewelry that we'll show, and then we might do one last wrap up video at the end, but these are pieces I kept out because I wanted to do a bit more research on them. So let's go through and I'll show you what we found. I'll show you the bits that hubby picked out first. He found a little licensed Grand Prix pin, some military pins. This one's actually sterling silver. And he actually looked this up on eBay, even though we're not going to sell it, and they go for around 150. He found this Thomas Buchanan silver pin, a very cool Obi-Wan Kenobi pin, a train pin. And because my husband loves model trains and model planes, and a Bee Gees pin. So he found those pieces. Now, the next bits I will show, but I want to come back and talk about them, is these are Tiffany & Co. Now, the Tiffany & Co. sterling silver, I'll come back and show you a bit more about those at the end, but let's keep moving and I'll talk to you about why afterwards. Here we have a Givenchy genuine brooch. I also looked this up on eBay and they go anywhere between $200 and $600 each, depending on the design. I have to do a bit more design look up on that design. Then there's these Givenchy earrings, which I haven't looked up as to the value. We have some genuine Christian Dior earrings in the original box, vintage clip-ons. Where should I go next? This piece here I loved, and I had to keep it out to show it to you. This is actually a piece by Matisse, if anyone knows, or Matisse, or sometimes Renoir they go under. I've purchased pieces before and shown them in hauls. It's Mark Matisse here, but I have never in all my years of collecting owned a necklace because they are much rarer and harder to find. Well, I've never been able to find one here in Australia, so I'm so giddy about this. I may keep, or it might go in my eBay store. We'll see what's going to happen with it, but so giddy that I found that. It's actually made from copper, and then there are enameled panels. Gorgeous. I've actually put a pair of the same Matisse earrings in my eBay store already. Which way should we go? These were some pieces that hubby pulled out for me. I love big old like big chunky vintage jewelry. This one here doesn't have a designer mark on it, but it's very cool, very large and chunky, and I absolutely love this pussycat one. Sorry, we've got afternoon sun at the moment. Again, unsigned, but so gorgeous. Then moving up here, there was this really cool one here, which actually has little dangly earrings. I don't know if that's its mark in there. If anyone knows anything about these pieces, I'd be really interested to know. There's also this lovely necklace, which was panelled, little faces on, again unsigned, but really interesting. I picked out this piece too. I don't know if it's clay or what it's made of, but again, I really liked it. Very unusual. This lovely piece here I picked out. They're lucite beads, but the name is of a French designer. Lanvin Paris. I haven't looked them up yet, but I kept them out just because they were made in Paris and I wanted to have a closer look at them. Really, puss? Look where the cat's sitting. Get off the expensive jewelry. This piece here is really unusual. It's signed AD Design, made in Denmark. Again, I haven't researched that, but it's just got this sort of avant-garde collection of, I don't know what that is, on the top of it, and it's on a really big chain. So I'll do some more research into that. These here are really stunning. I don't know if they're lava cameos or what they are. They don't look really old. They're probably 1950s because of the clip-ons. A pair of them, but they're so lovely. I just thought they were really beautiful. Then the next piece is, hubby actually found this. It's a sterling silver, and it's fully English hallmarked here on the back. It's actually a bookmark, and again, he did some research on this last night, and they are around the $200 mark as well if sold on eBay, but he'll be keeping that. I found this really lovely brooch. I haven't done research on this either, but it's signed, it's silver, silver plated, made in South Africa. I really liked that one. These are pieces I pulled out because I thought they might be something special. Now this one here, again, just when you've been doing this a long time, you get to know if something is nicer or not. And it's got this tiny little signature on the back, CJVK. And I should have written it on a piece of paper before I started, but I looked up this designer, and he makes pieces, he's got a very, very long name, makes pieces in brass and sterling and bronze, and this pieces, or pieces that are made in this material, go for $200 to $300 each. So you never discount costume jewelry, because this looks like it's a pendant and a brooch, and just because it's not made from precious metals does not mean that it's not valuable. So that was a really exciting piece to find. Then we do have some little bits of gold up here. This is Black Hills gold, 10 carat, and it's a pendant and chain. It's actually a really, really sweet pendant. It's marked on the back 10 carat. This one I showed in the last brooch video, and I confirmed it. I thought it was gold and it was in the wrong thing. It's marked a 9 carat down here, so that's a gold framed brooch. It's hand painted. And then it was really funny, I lost the Tiffany & Co necklace. I actually threw it back in with the rest of the silver jewelry, and so I was like, damn it. And when I wanted to do this video, and I was digging through the silver jewelry chains again, and while I was digging through looking for the Tiffany & Co one, I actually found this, and this is stamped, I don't know if you can see it, $750. So this is actually 18 karat white gold, this chain, and I just weighed it and it's about 5 grams. So that was a really cool find, and I wouldn't have found it if I hadn't lost the Tiffany & Co necklace. And the other piece that I kept out, which I haven't been able to find online, it's raw Selangor pewter, and it's a little pea pod. It's very, I just thought, raw Selangor I know is normally quite expensive, but I've looked everywhere online and I cannot find this pea pod for the life of me. So if anybody knows what that pea pod is, it's perplexing me, and I've researched for probably 45 minutes to an hour on it and cannot find it. So they're the pieces that I wanted to show you, but I want to give you a little bit of a lesson on Tiffany & Co. So when I was going through originally, I found this piece of Tiffany & Co. Now this is genuine Tiffany. Look at the marks on the back. And I will show you the tag and the clasp. So the tag is long and thin, and it's signed by the designer on one side and Tiffany & Co on the other side. Oh, is it going to focus for me? Tiffany & Co 925. And see, it has a round clasp. So that is what you should be looking for with genuine Tiffany & Co jewelry. Now, when I was hunting for this Tiffany & Co piece and I found that gold piece, I found this, and I got excited for a whole 2 seconds because I saw this tag which said Tiffany & Co. But you see the parrot clasp on it? Even though it's stamped 925 on the other side, and even though it says Tiffany & Co, and the actual pendant has Tiffany & Co embossed across it, in my experience, this is not a genuine piece of Tiffany. Please correct me, anybody, if I'm wrong, but I don't think this is genuine Tiffany. All of the Tiffany pieces I have, I've got quite a few, this is what they look like. So if they're genuine, they have the round clasp. It looks a little bit like a dog bone puss, really. Yes. Yeah, sorry. To get my finger around it. Maybe I'll pick it up again. It's because there's a knot in the chain. It's hard to show. But it will be, yeah, we signed on the back if it's a particular piece. And see how this also has the 925 quite small on the clasp. I'm just showing you this again for comparison for a genuine piece. So there you go. I hope that was helpful. This isn't a very long video, but I just wanted to show some little highlight pieces that I found. Oh, the other thing is I found a Chanel brooch. But do you think for the life of me I know where I put it? I hung it everywhere, this stupid brooch. And I did the whole, I put it somewhere safe so I'll be able to find it for the video, and I don't know where it's gone. So there was going to be the Christian Dior and the Chanel brooch, but it's gone walkabout. So when I find it, I'll take a photo of it and I'll put it up on Instagram. For those that had heard me say Chanel in the previous video, that's why it's not in this video, because I can't find it. But I hope the little tips about the Tiffany jewelry were helpful. Always look out for Givenchy and Christian Dior. They go for really good money, but never discount pieces that aren't well-known designers, because they can still also be worth good money too. Thank you so much to those who have watched all of my haul videos so far on this mega haul, and I hope you'll keep watching. It's the school holidays here at the moment, so I might be a little bit quiet over the next 2 weeks, but I will see you all again soon. Please like, subscribe, and follow me on other social media platforms to keep up with any updates that I pop up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.